Joining us now via the Rude Guest Hotline is our guy, Mr. Barstool Nate, Eric Nathan. What up, Nate Dogg? How was your Thanksgiving back in the DMV?
Guys, I want to make a New Year's resolution for us where now that you're on TV, I think the world needs to see my face. So let's figure out Zoom or something. Let's get my
I
big
think you
mug
want to
on
not
the
do that,
television.
Nate, because they got targets on your back already.
Oh, you're trying to get ratings up, so you want to keep my face off the TV.
No. Well, that would make them go down if they saw your face.
I will. But, I think the two people that it could work for are Nate and Neil Greenberg, because you guys are always on like consistently at the same time.
Yeah.
Landfill and Joey, how plausible is that? Getting Nate via in on Zoom. I guess, is that more of a Joey question than a you question?
Joey.
Landfill?
All right, let's get Joey rolling on it. We have a month to figure it out.
I wouldn't hold your breath, but I don't hate it as an idea. I'll be honest.
All right. Well, I am a genius. So, but my Thanksgiving was good. It was good to be back in Virginia. How was yours?
It was good, dude. How was that Caps game? That Caps game's always a pretty electric night, and the Caps all of a sudden are hot.
All right, BMitch, you remember at the very beginning of the season, what did Barstool Nate say? He said, this Caps team is as good, if not better, than the team that won the East last year. Went through a little bit of a lull a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Caps are back, have won 4 in a row, 7-2-1 in the last 10, climbing the standings, 2 points out of first in the Metro, 2 points out of first in the East. I was right again about the Caps. They are electric. They are great. They are fast. They are hungry, and probably have the best goaltender in the NHL right now. So, the Caps, if you're not on board 26 games into the season, now's the time to get on board because they are incredible.
Well, Nate, you're already ready. What's your prediction for the year then?
Stanley Cup.
Man, I mean, you know hockey as much as anybody. It's tough once you get into the playoffs. You know, I think this team can win the Stanley Cup, but you know, we'll see if it goes our way. It would be quite a script if Ovi wins another cup and then announces his retirement, something like that. That is, it's definitely plausible. I would not count the Caps out of a Stanley Cup.
I love that. And I think, we were talking about this yesterday. It's kind of widely believed that this could be Alex's last year, but it's hardly a definite. And he's played so well all of a sudden. He's gotten hot again. Yep. And I think it's okay to get to a place where we realize, like, Von Miller, right, was once the absolute best pass rusher in the NFL. He's still playing now, and he's kind of a situational guy, but he can still help you. Do you ever think Ovi would take a role like that, or is he not? Is that not?
No, he's all in or nothing. He's not going to do, a 50-game schedule. It's either living in Virginia or going back to Russia. I don't really see an in-between for him. In my heart of hearts, I do think this is his last year. I think he's done all the jersey swaps with the stars of the other teams for a reason. I do believe it's his last season. If he decides, hey, let's give it one more go, I wouldn't be shocked because he just loves hockey and he loves the Caps and the team and the community so much. But deep down, I do think that he hangs up the yellow laces.
Didn't he say he wanted to play once at home before he hangs it all up? So he have to save something for that.
Oh, back in Russia?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of gone back and forth on that. I don't know if he's given a definitive answer, but, it would be cool to see him play until he's 50 over in Russia. But as far as being a Washington Capital, I would love if he never retired. I mean, he can score 30 goals a season for another 5 years. He's so good once he sweats out all the vodka from the summer. And we're seeing it right now. He looks as good as ever. So hopefully the Caps just, play into June. And
what makes you think he stops after the summer?
Yeah. He gave an interview where he kind of talked about it. He's like, I can't do what I used to do. I actually have to take care of my body now. It's kind of a funny thing for an athlete to admit. But, Tom Wilson, he's on an absurd scoring pace. The defense, the system is just top notch. Everybody's playing their hearts out. The Caps are just a wagon.
Our radio program usually hits its stride about 10:45, 11 once I get everything out of my system too. So I kind of get it. Talking with our friend Barstool Nate here on the Rude Guest Hotline. Rude is the most reliable heating and air
You're
conditioning
talking about
products
bagels, though.
in the DMV.
Big Macs and bagels.
You can give Nate Dogg a follow at Barstool Nate. Dude, Hard Knocks starts tonight. Will you be locked in? How interested are you in that?
Zero interest
Really?
at all.
Why?
Yeah, no, it ain't for me. And especially with a season this depressing, I don't need to see the inside of a Joe Witt Jr. Meeting. I think this season can just be.
I think by the time the cameras got there,
it started the last 2 weeks, so you won't be seeing it.
Yeah, it's just I'd rather just leave this season behind. Even though this last Sunday night game, which I'm sure we're about to talk about, was very exciting, and it was some of the more fun I think we've had watching football in quite a while this season. I don't need Hard Knocks. I don't need to see the Eagles. I don't need to see anything with Jerry Jones. I'm gonna leave that to other people.
You're supposed to know everything, Nate. You're not supposed to just be on the team when they're doing great. You can't be a fair weather fan, man.
I'm not a fair weather fan. I just we're 3-9. I don't need to see it.
You may be able to find out what's the problem. You're very attentive.
Joe Witt Jr. was the problem. Now the problem is everybody's hurt. So, one thing.
Everybody's been hurt for a long time, dog.
Jaden's still not even cleared to take contact. Mariota played great. I loved watching Mariota play and throw the ball 50 times. A little concerned that Cliff kind of got away from the running game. I thought that was kind of a head scratcher.
He said that also. I think that's a fair place to land when Mariota throws it 50 times and the running backs get 21 carries.
Yeah.
They were kind of chasing late, but
yeah.
I tell you what stood out to me.
Can I give you guys a take while we're riffing here? I got a hot take that I'm sure the callers will disagree with or agree with, kind of be polarized about. I don't think losing Cliff this offseason to a head coaching job will be a huge deal. I like Cliff. I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's the end-all be-all of offensive genius minds, and I think another young guy can come in and work with Jaden and just pick up where we left off. I will be happy for Cliff, go get another coaching job. I thought last year would be bad if we lost him, Jaden's development and all that. But I'd be, I wouldn't lose sleep if we lose Cliff.
Is there somebody you would want?
I'd have to do a little more research. Nobody comes to mind, but I'm saying, I don't think it's necessary that Cliff and Jaden stick with each other for his entire career. I don't think Cliff has put together a full 60-minute game consistently enough that it will be a huge loss moving him. I think we see it every week, very questionable play calls. He does some great play calls as well, but a lot of questionable ones. And I'm not dying to give Cliff some huge OC contract to keep him.
The Cliff thing, I think will kind of play itself out. Brian and I actually just went through. I'm not sure that this is going to be the craziest season of NFL job openings either.
4 to 6.
4 to 6, I think, is kind of standard. But if you start going through it, you need teams that you're just unsure what they're going to do. Is Cleveland going to fire Stefanski? Would Cincy actually fire the world's most nondescript dude, Zach Taylor? Because a lot of these bad teams have first-year head coaches where generally you're not going to make a change.
Miami, possibility.
I think
Pittsburgh, maybe.
The possibilities, Miami, Atlanta, maybe, Arizona, probably. But of the definitives, the Giants and the Titans, it's already happened. And the only other team that's that bad, I would say, is the Raiders. But they got a first-year dude they're paying a boatload to. So
right, yeah.
And if you're Cliff, I do think for Cliff, let me ask BMitch this. I don't believe, but I'm curious what you think. Do you think Cliff would consider a college job?
Head coaching?
Yeah.
A head coaching college job pays probably more than an NFL job.
It's got more headaches, too, I would think.
Yeah, but
way more headaches.
I'll take headaches, but as a college coach, you are truly that CEO. You sit back. You got recruiters. You got all that stuff. You just come in to close deals. What did Lane just got 7 years for 90-something million? It's like 13, 14 million a year. I can deal with headaches for that.
They're saying that, did UCLA hire the JMU guy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or officially, yes, I believe so.
So I'm just looking at like what top jobs there are. Like Cliff doesn't strike me as a Penn State guy.
No, they're getting the BYU guy.
Not Penn State, but he was in college at one point. What it comes
He
down
was
to
a year at USC.
If he goes to college, he's calling shots. He's gonna be the head guy.
But I also think it's got to be a super rich school in nice weather.
All of them got rich lately.
Hold on, Penn State's getting the BYU guy?
That's the current rumor. That whole thing is a mess, just like kind of the the Lane Kiffin 2.0 now with Penn State. The Crumble Cookie CEO is pitching into BYU to try to keep him there. Penn State's rolling out the red carpet. It's a fun watch on the Twitterverse right now.
Well, get me up to speed then. Penn State's top booster is the Crumble Cookie guy?
No,
BYU.
Oh.
The price of cookies is going up, I'll tell you that.
Penn State.
Yeah, my daughter helped him pay for that, I guess.
Kalani Satake? That's the guy's name?
That's his name.
He's a cool coach, though, man.
Okay.
He comes out dancing and everything. He can coach, though.
He better.
Played at Utah. Did he play at Utah, right?
I thought he played at BYU.
I thought he was at Utah, then he was playing against because he was at BYU, they were playing against Utah. I thought he was there with what's the boy? He was at Urban
Meyer and Alex Smith.
Was it Urban? Yeah, I think, yeah.
Urban Meyer coached at Utah.
I think he was there
Florida.
at one point.
So apparently Jimmy Sexton is the super powerful college football agent for head coaches. And Todd McShay is saying that Sexton and Penn State AD Pat Kraft have beef. And that's what's going on. Are you seeing that on these internet streets, Nate Dogg?
I'm telling you, it's wild out there. I don't pay that close attention until stuff like this. Like the Lane Kiffin saga was unbelievable. I could have watched that like a reality show for another month. So this is kind of like season 2 of the coaching carousel with the boosters and the money and crumble cookies, everybody and the beefs. Everybody's getting involved. It's very, very fun to watch.
Did you see Tavita Pritchard got the head coaching job at Stanford? Tavita's a really good guy. Was actually hired by the Ron staff, kept by Dan Quinn's staff. I'm happy for Tavita. I'm excited for him and wish him well.
Yeah, and then the only job that didn't become available is the Mike Locksley Fighting Maryland Terrapins coming back for year 8. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I think you have a reasonable stance. The record is bad.
Anytime you can lose the last 5 games, giving up an average of 40 points per game, losing 8 games in a row in year 7, you got to bring back that coach. You got to.
Like, this is one of these places where you're impossible to talk to, but I'm recognizing that you have a point. I would have a point too, but I don't even feel like making it because I don't feel like fighting with you.
Yeah, because they're lining your pockets. You can't dare say a thing.
That's so false, and I don't appreciate the suggestion. I make $0 from the University of Maryland ever. The math equation between me and the University of Maryland is decidedly one-sided in their favor, not mine.
Yeah, Jim Smith is taking you out to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
I'm currently eating gumbo. What's our guy's name that brought the gumbo in? Danny? Doug. Shout out to Doug.
You just said D, right?
Yeah. He's going for it. Do you want to see Jayden on the field Sunday?
I would love to see Jayden play when he's healthy. I understand the other side of it is the season is done. Why risk it? But if Jayden's healthy, he should be on the field playing. He's a competitor. He didn't work his whole life to get to this level to be sitting on the bench when he's healthy enough to play. Long term, if you're running a business, it's like, you need the best draft pick possible. Why would you give yourself a better chance to win? I get that line of thinking, but if Jayden's healthy, he is our starting quarterback. He should be on the field getting better if he can. Like that's just is what it is. Jayden should be playing if his arm is not broken.
If draft picks were 100%, they were going to be whatever they were where they were picked, then I would understand that. That's not even much a fact. You can draft somebody number 1, they could be garbage. You can draft somebody in the 7th round, they could be great. So I don't fall for that one.
Plus, he's missed so much time, and I think he wants to play. He's not a guy who can just sit back and be content. And I think it would lose the locker room as well if Dan Quinn had to look them in the eyes and say, our franchise quarterback isn't playing, we're tanking. I think that loses the fans. It loses the locker room. It loses trust in the organization. You just can't do it. If Jayden's healthy, he should be on the field.
I tend to agree with you there, dude. I think if it's not this week, it's in New York. Will we see you in New York? Will you leave your apartment?
Ooh, what week is that?
Not this weekend, but the following.
Ooh, I think I'm really busy that week.
Yeah. Brushing your hair.
Yeah, I got to take a shower that weekend. There's a lot going on.
If they were good, say Washington was 9-4 coming to the Meadowlands next week, would you get on the bus from the Port Authority and go to that game?
That's definitely a possibility. Depending on the weather, depending on a lot of other factors. But yeah, I do owe you one game at the Meadowlands. That's for sure.
I don't think you'll ever pay me. I don't think you'll ever pay on that debt.
He won't.
I do think I will.
I definitely don't.
I do think I will. I think one time I will go to a game at MetLife.
We'll call it even this week if you fly to Minnesota and check out US Bank Stadium, which is super dope. And frankly, I think should be the kind of blueprint for what they're going to build at RFK.
I've never been to Minnesota. Let me check my calendar. Maybe I'll book a flight to Minneapolis, Minnesota on December 7th.
He's not coming.
Listen.
Everything was maybe.
There's 0% chance I'm flying to Minnesota in December. Come on now.
B, let's be real for a minute. A lot of work travel ends up taking us to really cool spots, and we're really excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you for Minnesota on December 7th?
I'm excited. I have no problem with it. Listen, man, if I could be inside.
TK and Odyssey wants to pay for my ticket and put me up in the
No, you work for Barstool. Y'all got enough money.
Yeah.
You were gambling 20 grand and stuff. You got money.
Yeah.
Buy your own damn ticket.
Buy your own damn ticket.
I'll think about December 14th. I will put it in the maybe column.
B and I went.
We're gonna think about
Barstool
next
party.
Tuesday at 1.
Well said. All right, Nate Dogg, we're gonna go.
All right, I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you. I'll see you at the stadium. I'll see you in Minneapolis next Sunday.
See you there. Goodbye. Just an absolute fool.
That's your friend.